Welcome to Mama My Strength's Kitchen. Let's cook together. Friends, if you like this video, do subscribe, like, share, comment and hit the bell icon. Following are the ingredients for yellow cake with homemade icing. Friends, here I'm using the yellow cake mix. And following are the instructions and required ingredients. Instead of water, I'm using milk. And instead of oil, I'm using butter. As you can see, I've changed those two ingredients. And for egg, I'm still using 3 eggs here as required by the cake mix here. For this cake mix, I'm using cupcake molds here, so I've already set the cupcake molds, and I've using super moist cake mix as I've already told you, and I've got the mixing bowl here together with the spatula. So now I will add eggs and butter, and I will beat them until it is nice and smooth. You can see that I'm using a handheld beater. If you don't have it, you can use a fork or a spoon. Just beat it nicely into a creamy texture, as you can see. Once these two ingredients are mixed nicely, you can add milk and then mix it together. Remember, the secret of nice cake is the way you mix it. There should not be any lumps formed in your cake mix. Otherwise, the cake may get spoiled while baking. So you can see that I've already got the mixture mixed very nicely. And I'm whisking it. At the same time, I'm doing my hand exercise, you can say so. Now goes in the milk. Now you can see that I've got a creamy paste ready. So the last ingredients will be the cake mix. The more you beat, the better it is for the cake, and the perfect the result will be. So now you will notice that the paste is ready, and in goes my last ingredients, which is the cake mix. My daughter loves cakes, that is why I'm making it, and she also likes cupcakes, so I decided to use the cupcake mold. And yes, I do like to play with the ingredients, though it can be risky sometimes, but I'm used to it, so I am able to manage it. And you can say when you're able to play with the ingredients, it's very much like experimenting. And sometimes you can come up with new dishes while experimenting with other food items. So here my cake mix is ready. And since I'm using a cupcake mold, it's going to be hard for me to transfer the mix. So I'm using the measuring cup or measuring jar here. So it's easy for me to transfer the cake mix into the cupcake mold as it has a spout in the jar or the measuring jug, you can say. So now my mold is fully packed with the cupcake mixture and I'm ready to bake it. So you can see while it's baking. For my icing, I've got powdered sugar, cocoa powder, butter, and vanilla essence. I'm using a blender here to make my cream. And there is no milk, as you can see. Make sure that the butter is nicely melted. But don't heat the butter. Leave the butter in the room temperature before you make this. So now my butter is ready, it's soft, that's why I'm adding the vanilla essence. And then I will use the powdered white sugar, not brown, white sugar. And I will slowly add it. And I will give it a blend until it forms a nice creamy texture. You will notice that I have not used a whipped cream here or a heavy cream. So my cupcakes are ready and here my icing is being made. Can you see the paste or the icing? Now I'm going to add cocoa powder to this. It's optional. If you don't want it, you don't have to, but I preferred chocolate icing since the cake was white or yellow, you can say. So here my chocolate icing is ready. You can use a cake decorator or a filler. I'm using a cake topping sprinklers. Now you can see my cake is nicely decorated. And I have used the sprinklers to extra decorate it. And my cupcakes looks very delicious.